Hello, Softypapa here from the Softypapa store on YouTube. And I've got another Japan treasure to share with you. This ceramic statue is in the shape of a Tanuki raccoon dog, which actually, I've got him living here in the bamboo forest behind my house. I see him sometimes going across the meadow right there. Whenever you catch a Tanuki in the wild, and they spot you, they always turn together and look at you like this. Anyway, this is an interesting one. The reason I picked this one up is it's not your standard Tanuki. Usually you've got a single Tanuki standing there with a bedazed look on their face, holding their items and with their, swollen gut and, swollen other thing. I'll tell you about that in a second. But this one has got a child on its shoulder. You can see it. So it's a Tanuki oyako, as they say in Japanese, which means a special word that I don't think we have in English, that it describes the condition of a parent and a child together. So let's take a look and talk a little bit about these items. So a Tanuki has basically a meaning. You'll put these, Japanese will often put these at the entrance of their houses just outside. A lot of Japanese don't know necessarily what the meaning is, but here's the meaning as it was related to me. So I could be wrong, but it makes a lot of sense. So the Tanuki looks pretty happy. He's got a little ledger book there. That's a credit book. That means everybody he owes money to. Usually, instead of holding a child in his arms, he'll be carrying a flask of sake. You see where this is headed. He owes money because he drinks a lot. He's got a swollen belly because that's what happens when you drink too much. Now here's where it gets interesting. Cover the ears of the kids. Do you see those testicles and how little his penis is, how small it is? Well, the big testicles testify to the fact that he's got a swollen desire, right? Which comes when, when you're a healthy man. But because of his drinking, small penis can't deliver. So this is basically a warning to salarymen headed out, or working men headed out into the working day, to don't come home drunk, because if you drink too much, you're going to end up in debt with a pot belly. You still want to have sex, but you won't be able to perform. Now, this statue probably dates from the mid-Showa period, mid to late Showa period. I don't know that it's that old, but it's got a wonderful patina. I mean, look at these marks all over it. A lot of the paint is chipped off. It's got this paper covering on the bottom. It's interesting. Never seems to have been opened. It's got some chips, some marks. Can't tell if there's any cracks, though. Sometimes you can give a little... Here, you can do it without knocking it over. Where'd my thing go? It doesn't sound like it's cracked, but I don't know. It's an old antique item. Antique, at least. I'll be putting this on the store. It'll be available if you're watching this on YouTube, hanging at the bottom of this video. If you're watching this video elsewhere, there'll be a listing link in the video where you can buy this item if it's still available. If not, then check out my YouTube store for lots of other interesting items from Japan. I'm going to list a couple more items right there. Have a great day. Be safe, but not too safe. And here's a couple photos to look at.